My name is Pete Schwartzkopf. I am the elected representative for the 14th District in Sussex County. I'm also the Majority Leader in the House of Representatives. A lot of people don't know anything about my background, where I came from, how I got where I am, what makes me think the way I do, how I feel the way I do on some of the issues. You know, I grew up I've had an interesting life, let's put it that way. I was born in Philadelphia, Center City, Philadelphia. I lived just outside of Philly in a suburb of Glenside. Father died when I was 6, and I wasn't one of the best kids running around. And my mother ended up putting me and my brother into a school called Milton Hershey School, which was the best thing ever happened to me. The kids that I was running around with at 6 years old are either all dead or in jail. We lived in houses, 15 boys in a what they called a cottage. It was a split-level home is what it was, with a house mother and a house father, and they gave you back the family setting. And you learned a work ethic, you learned a study ethic. So all those things go into making me who I am. I'll be honest with you, I think it influenced me more in my professional life as a trooper. You know, people think that troopers are these hard-nosed guys that don't have feelings, you know, and they go out and they investigate crimes and they arrest the bad guys and things of that nature. And, you know, I could relate to a lot of this people that I was arresting. My captain came up to me one time and he says, "How do you know who you're going after?" And I said, "Because you think like a cop, and I think like the other side sometimes. And if you want to catch a crook, you have to think like a crook." My family's a mix. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's 4 original Schwartzkopfs, then there's a half-brother, then there's a step-brother, and a foster sister. So my mother would take in any stray running around pretty much. And, you know, I'd come home to dinner some night and there'd be strangers kids sitting at our dinner table. And we were poor. I mean, we were real poor. My mother, for the most part, after my father died, she remarried, but then ended up in a divorce. But for the most part, she was a single mother, raising all the kids. My mother taught me a lot of valuable things. And one was, you treat people nicely until they show you that they're not nice. And then you treat them the way they deserve to be treated. And I don't know whether that's a good lesson to give to other people. It was good for me. And I have always tried to do that. Even people I don't agree with, and that's what's good about here, is you don't take it personal. How did I become a lawmaker? Well, I was a law enforcer for 25 years. I was the captain of the local troop in Rehoboth area, Lewis area, Troop 7. In 2002, they redistricted. I didn't like what happened in the redistricting. So a big part of my reason to jump into this race in 2002 was how they redistricted. My first job. All right, I moved down here when I was probably 13, late 12, early 13. At the age of 14, like I said, we were very poor. At the age of 14, going in 15, I got a job as a chicken catcher. And I was on a road crew with a chicken road crew. And it was me and 4 or 5 guys, and we would ride in the back of a pickup truck with a little cap on the back of it. And we would go around to these chicken houses, and we'd work 10, 11 o'clock at night, and I'd go to school the next morning, but I was out there just nasty as I could be. It's a humbling experience, but it's also one that made me realize I wanted to work my brain, not with my hands, the rest of my life. The thing I like about this job, and compared to my last job as a trooper, I had made split-second decisions that affected people's lives forever. You know, I mean, on any given moment, I would have had to make a decision whether to take somebody's life or not. Nothing I do in this building has to be done in a split second.